So this collar she has on her is what she would normally be using if she was actually out hunting. It's a GPS collar with the ability to beep, vibrate, and do the static shock. Good girl. Right now all we're doing is gonna do an evaluation and some conditioning on her, getting used to the tone training. She's hearing the sound and then coming back. Yes, good girl. So there is a good indicator, right? She obviously heard the sound, looked down to try to figure out what was going on. And so it's going to be our job here to make sure that when she hears the sound, she knows that it means to look for us and to come back. And the way that we teach that is the first few times we just let her get distracted by the sound, and then we pull her back in, and then we give her a treat. Good girl. Can also combine that with her name as well, and then the recall. But the goal is eventually to just hit the button and you'll know that she's starting to understand that it means to come back, because she'll automatically just come back to us for the treat. Cici. Good girl. Good girl. Yes, good girl. So that time I just made the sound and started moving backwards instead of pulling or calling her name. So trying out different things to see what will help her to make that connection a little bit faster. Good girl. Hopefully we'll come across another pup or a squirrel or rabbit on this walk, and then we'll be able to evaluate, what are we eating, candy? Yes, good girl. We'll be able to evaluate how sensitive she is to the vibration and to the static. Good girl. Since she's still learning, I'm trying not to do the tone if she's already distracted in a scent or something, but mostly just when she's looking around. Good girl. So that time she heard the tone, but she ignored it, and she came back on the leash pressure because we ran out of space. That's why it's helpful to work with a longer leash at first, because with a shorter leash, you'll end up probably running out of space and triggering early. Here we go. Cici. Yes. Oh. Cici. Yes. Good girl. Good. So just gonna try to let her be free for a while and explore. If she goes too far, we'll let the leash do the work, and we'll also hit the tone at the same time to let her know that's when she has to come back. Good girl. She's doing a good job just waiting for us though. Cici. Cici. This way. Cici, come. Good girl. So that is one of the reasons why it takes practice and patience first, because she doesn't understand what the beep means. Sometimes, especially if you go straight to the other settings with the vibration or the shock, it could scare her off and she runs off like there in the opposite direction. Exactly what we don't want to happen. So that's why conditioning and teaching her first is really important. Good girl. So what I'm gonna do this time is I'm gonna have a treat ready, and then I'm gonna beep it as soon as I change direction again. So that way it kind of forces her focus back on me. Yes, good girl. Wait, yes, good girl. All right. Let's go ahead and cross. She might run out of leash here shortly, so I'm just getting ready. There's also a car coming too. Good girl. Yes, come here, Cici. Good girl. Good job. Good job. So she's not too interested in the treats. It might be because she was interested in whatever she was searching for, or just need, there you go. Time to settle in. Good girl. Come on, it's okay. Seeing how she responds this way to just the beep is promising, because it means that she might be more sensitive to the other things, and we can just stop it vibrate. So there's a squirrel. Not sure if she saw it or not. Oh, yep, there she goes. All right, so when she hits the end, yes, good girl. Nope, this way. All the way. Come. Come here. Good girl. Good job. There you go. Good girl. Okay. It's really important that we have her on the leash during this exercise too, because we don't want her to learn to just ignore the beep or the vibrate. And that's why as soon as those things happen, we also use the leash at first if she doesn't respond right away, to kind of pull her back in. We want her to feel like, Cici, come. Yes, good girl. Wait. Very good. Good girl. We want her to feel like she's going to be anticipating that pullback when she feels the leash, so she needs to turn around anyways for the reward. Good girl. So that was really good. She was middle of trying to chase the squirrel in the tree. We used one beep to help interrupt her train of thought, and the other beep and the leash to get her attention back. So that squirrel's definitely up there running around. Okay, so I'm gonna hold the beep and pull her back in. Wait. Okay. Wait. Good girl. It's good practice. And you can tell when she's too involved in either the hunt or the squirrel, or she's too distracted also when she stops taking treats. Good girl. And that's another way that you'll know when she's kind of settled back down again. because I need kind of both hands for this, I'm trying out a hands-free method of recording this video. So hopefully this footage turns out okay and we can see what's going on. If not, I'll still put it in for the audio, and maybe I'll use the audio for a voiceover and try to record it in another way. Okay, so now that we're without any distractions again, she's just kind of smelling around the ground. I'm gonna press the beep. Cici, come on, this way. Good girl. Yes, good girl, good weight. Just using the leash pressure there to turn her around because the car was backing in. And we're just gonna lock the leash at a normal length for now. So now while we're walking, I'm gonna beep and turn at the same time. Yes, good girl. And then one more time. Yes, good girl. And the goal here is, like I said, is to just get her to recognize the beep and turn around. Good girl. There you go. There you go. Good girl. Seeing how sensitive she is to the beep and still unsure, definitely takes some more time in making sure we build a positive association with it before moving on to kind of anything else, especially since she actually responded well, even with the squirrel there too. So that's a good sign. The real thing will be to practice with the bicycle later with her parents and see how she reacts. Just getting her kind of warmed up. Okay, go ahead and unlock the leash again so she can move on. Good girl. She's doing really good walking. Gonna lock the leash at about the normal 6-foot range, so that way as soon as it gets tight, if she starts pulling, we can use the beep and we can turn and get her attention back in to also start working with her, learning those signals on the leash. She's already doing really well responding to the leash pressure, but this will just help to reinforce it. Getting a little excited there. Doing well slowing down. Yes, good girl. Good girl, good potty. All right. Yes, good girl. Okay, good girl. So just letting the leash do the work. When it gets tight, turn around, see if she just responds on her own. Looks like she's on the hunt for something. Okay. The wind is causing something to hit against the fence there, it's distracting her a little bit. So what I'm gonna do is when I'm ready to go, there, she's pulling, I'm gonna beep, and then we're gonna walk. Girl. And you see how sensitive she is to the beep. So not sure if she's received this kind of training before in maybe a negative way, but she's definitely very responsive to just the beep, which is both a good and a bad thing. The main thing is we don't want her to be afraid of it. We just want it to get her attention, and we want her to just redirect. That's why it could be possibly a bad thing if, just that sound alone is a little scary for her. It just means that we need to just take some time with her to get her used to it. She's doing well, not pulling on the walk. The only time when she was pulling there, we used the beep. She redirected right back right away. So once again, I'm gonna go ahead and loosen up the leash, or unlock the leash. Let her move out a distance away, if she does, and then recall her back in. Say if she's gonna go into the street or something. This way. Good girl. And that's where that practice and wanting to make sure that she's on a controlled leash comes into play. Girl. Just using the leash as a boundary and having her learn to return back to us. She hears it. Good girl. Come on, this way. Good girl. She's doing a really good job of sticking close by. Leash is nice and loose. Good girl. Good girl. The leash is nice and unlocked. She's just walking next to us. Gonna go ahead and give her a break. We'll work on some recall with Oscar. Take a look at the footage and see if we need to make any adjustments. Good girl. Good girl. This way. There you go. Good girl.
Sweet girl, are you home? I know, look, they got visitors across the street. Yeah, what do you think of that? We don't know those dogs. They're not usually here. Oh, yeah.
Good girl. Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. Excited to be home.
Air conditioning.
Oh, nice. Just in time for winter.
No, she doesn't know that dog. That's just
Oh. Although she's more interested in getting back to this guy. Hi, how you doing?
good. Watch that metal cuts.
Oh, careful.
How's it, girl?
Oh, yeah.
Very careful. That was so sharp.
Come here, you.
I know. Hello. Hi, honey. Hi.
Oh.
Kisses. Yeah. What a good girl.
Hi.
Girl, you want to go for a walk?
So I was doing some preliminary collar work, and I feel like it's not the first time she's done it. So I'm gonna have to go very slow. I'll walk you through certain things that I noticed, but she's very sensitive to it, and just the fact that, oh, look at that little one. I know you want to say hi.
That
Very
one doesn't like other dogs.
Oh, you don't like other dogs.
No, that one doesn't.
That's just because she hasn't met Cici yet.
That's right.
Yeah, she's very sensitive to it, and all we did so far was the tone. And mine is like a GPS hunting collar, so its tone is actually quieter than most normal collars too. So I thought that was very interesting. We were just working on trying to get her used to it.
How many views did you get on your YouTube thing?
Oh yeah, I'm very surprised.
Views on that, one of them.
I feel like somebody just like shares with friends from like their office or something. Whenever like, from past clients' dogs or like friends and family, and they just kind of keep sharing. Because I'm always surprised when back in the day it only just used to be like 2 or 3 views. It'd be me, the client, and maybe Mike or the owner, just checking in on how things are going. Nowadays, oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, you got 400 on one of them. Yeah.
Everybody enjoys watching the dogs play, I guess. But I'm gonna get her kind of suited up here for Mom. Do you have your bicycle?
I do.
So we'll get the.
We can come back and do that after.
Yeah.
They're going to be gone here in a few minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, they're almost done.
So let's get her suited up here for Mom. I'll show you hopefully the best setup now in combination with her walking behaviors and her kind of calming down and redirecting. But when she gets really excited, like with the bicycle still, we want to make sure that you're going to be able to have control of her in the time that you need to calm her down. So for this one, you just let me know when she starts pulling too much, or when we hit that area and you have to drop. And when you do, I'll hit the button for just the beep.
Okay.
And you'll see how she reacts. We'll see if it's enough to calm her down when she's that excited, or if we'll need the vibrate or the other feature, especially when it comes to the bike. But the main thing is to start with the lowest settings and just go up from there, because we want to find that point when she just reacts, and then we want to train her to redirect off of that.
Good girl.
Very good.
Good girl.
Okay, girl. So whenever she starts pulling you too much, just drop the lead, and that'll be my cue to press the button. And then when you see her react or anything, just call her name so she comes back to you, or start walking back. You might also be able to hear the beep from here. Like I said, it's pretty soft, because this one's one to not scare away critters. But it's loud enough that, she definitely hears it. Good, and call her back. Perfect, good. So that's how that works.
Yeah, that works good. That works real good.
Yep, and that's just a beep. Good girl.
Good
a lot
girl.
of it is being preemptive too.
Right,
So,
right.
which is relatively easy for her, because most of the time we can see when bikes or dogs are coming, so we can kind of get ready before she reacts.
Right.
The bad times are when like there's a squirrel randomly and she's already pulling, right? And that's where you might need the higher settings, and we'll go over those with your husband on the bike.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go ahead and do that one more time.
Good girl. Good girl. You're working so hard.
She's doing good.
Come on. Let's go. Come on.
And this is what I mean. It's almost too much for her, which makes me believe that somebody else, maybe before this, did work with her.
Good girl. Good job.
Because I don't usually have reactions that strong or negative, just from the tone. Especially since she's not generally a very skittish dog, you know? Good girl. Good girl. Perfect.
Yeah, that's great.
Good girl.
Good girl, sweetheart. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. What I was having to do before I had you is cross the street when I knew the triggers were coming.
Oh, look, we got the pups there.
Yeah. Look who it is. It's Tucker and Ridley.
Has she met them yet?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, she can go say hi.
I told
That'd be a good break.
Joe to bring him out
Ah,
so that you could see.
she good friends with them?
Yes.
Aw. Yeah, at least she's got friends like so close too.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go ahead and cross the street early so that way we're already closing a little bit of the gap.
Here comes Tucker and Ridley.
They're excited to see her too, it looks like.
Hi, kid. Hi, kid. Hello.
Aw,
Hello. Hi, kid. Hi.
good girl.
Yeah, good girl. Good girl.
Aw, they missed her. Good girl.
Kids. Oh, I know. They're so happy to see you.
Look at that tail go.
It's been so long.
Good girl.
No, they haven't seen you in so long. No, I
She
know.
never had trouble with you.
Aw,
No, she got along with them from day one.
that's great. They look like they like her a lot.
Okay?
Yeah, good girl.
Beautiful pups.
Yeah.
Are they siblings?
No.
Oh, okay.
Tucker here's gonna be 6 and she's gonna be 3.
Aw,
Yes, I know. You've been waiting for her to come home. We all have. I know. We've all been waiting.
aw,
for her to
good
come
girl. Look at that.
home. Yeah.
She's got her
How
fan
proud
club.
she is. Cici is so fun.
She's doing good.
Okay, Ripley,
Aw.
that's enough. That's enough.
Hi.
We have to take Ripley to the dog park. How do you think she do?
Oh, she
Oh, I think she'd have.
love it.
I think she'd have a blast.
She likes to run. Oh.
That's okay. She was just correcting her.
Yeah, but it's enough.
Yeah.
It's enough. She's saying
Good girl. There you go. Good job, Cici. Good.
starting herself.
See what you did?
She's like, I just wanted to play. Maybe if she was off leash and able to run around.
Want some attention?
Right.
Okay.
There you
Yeah,
go.
You know, enough of that's enough.
Right, right.
No. Good girl. Come here. Hi. Come here. It's okay. Hi. Oh, you are a puppy and a half, aren't you? You are a puppy and a half, so huh?
Been on
She's on
vacation?
vacation.
Oh, good girl. Aw.
She would have fun at the dog park.
Yeah, our one Cavalier Bella that we had, never ever heard a bark or anything out of her, and then the 2 dogs across the street kind of inched back like she was doing,
Uh-huh.
and we were, all 3 guys were talking, and we heard something like what she did, and we go, was that Bella? I
Good
said, I
girl.
guess
You
she
gotta
had
show it.
enough.
Hey, she was paying patient for a while. There you go. Oh, good girl.
Gone already.
There you go.
All right, let's go.
Oh, well, it's nice meeting you guys.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we'll see you guys at the dog park sometime with her. I think she'll definitely like running
yeah.
around.
She's doing great. Yep, she's doing great. Wow.
She's doing well.
I'm impressed.
So, let's get this down.
Yeah, because there's usually squirrels in here.
Oh, okay.
That's why she's scoping this out.
Gotcha.
And actually, this is where I got hurt.
Uh-huh.
Right here. Barbara yard with the squirrels in here.
Oh,
Should we go get bread? Oh, they're packing up to leave. Good girl.
Long list of
Cici? So you like it that way. She puts bones on packages for the dogs. When she delivers a package at your door, she puts a dog bone on.
Oh, that's so nice.
So he
said.
said like,
Hi.
Well,
so you can get pregnant if you're not pregnant.
no, he liked her because she was Hispanic and he wanted to vote for somebody Hispanic. And I said, excuse me, this is about policy, not about ethnicity. So,
Yeah, just go ahead and walk her right through, and we'll see what other troubles we can get her into here. There you go. Hi.
Good girl. Good girl.
Oh,
Cici.
oh, it's a corgi.
Good girl.
Very good. There you go. Okay, and then same thing there. If she starts getting excited and pulling a little bit too much, don't forget to just step back a little bit, get her attention again on you.
Cici, come. Good girl.
Good.
Good girl.
Good girl. Hopefully we'll run into a squirrel or something. That's good. That was a good correction from her. Just the fact that she tolerated it for so long. She was a little stiff, but she didn't want to play, but she also, like, you know, wasn't too scared or worried. So she was just letting the little
Little
one
one
know.
know that that was enough. Good girl. Good girl.
Those, it's good because it was very quick. There was no continued follow through
Right.
or aggression or any of that stuff. So I really think that if she, she had the chance to hang out with them, off leash and running around for a while, she'd probably be good friends with that little one in no time.
Right.
Because she does love to play. She just needs that confidence, especially with new dogs at first. She likes to take her time sometimes. She's gotten better at it though, and I think seeing other dogs running around, really helps to encourage her to relax and just do the same and join in, because it doesn't have as much pressure as like one dog approaching you and trying to get you to play, like in that situation. She just kind of sees all the other dogs playing and she can kind of just join in.
She does like that. But did you notice that she always likes to be the chaser?
She
Not
does
the-
like,
She
yeah.
does not like to be the chased one. I was watching the videos
Yeah.
and I kept saying, she likes to chase.
Mhm.
'Cause
She likes to
she'll
chase, she likes to
stop.
take the tug, get the way out of the other dog's mouths, especially at home.
Yes.
They're all good with it and like playing with her, but you try to offer her another one, she's like, no, I want the one that the dog has.
She would take Dexter's bone. I had 2 bones, and she had one, he had one. It didn't matter.
Yeah.
Whatever one Dexter had, she had to go take it out of Dexter's mouth, and Dexter didn't care. He just let her have it, and he'd go take the other one.
Right. And that's why I like the longer toys or the rope toys that I have in my house, because it kind of facilitates that tug of war and that sharing.
We have those, and
That's-
actually they tug of war every toy.
That's good.
And he's so good about it, He's so very gentle with her.
Oh.
But then they can have a good time. I was hoping that would get some other dogs to come out.
Never happens when you actually want it to, right?
Cici, come. Cici. Cici.
Go ahead and take a couple steps back.
Cici, come.
There you go,
Good
good.
girl.
There you go.
Good girl. Good girl. Did our truck leave yet? There's more statues up here.
Okay.
There's a squirrel statue up here.
That's good. There's a statue of a kid and a dog.
Let's see.
Very good. Good girl.
Good girl. Good girl. She didn't even pull on that one.
Yeah, she just, she definitely saw it too. That's good. The good thing her husband has the bike, then at least we'll have a control group for our last test here.
Here's a frog. I think she's pulling.
Okay, go ahead and redirect her then. Good, there you go. Good. Then if she starts again, I'll do the beep. There you go. Good, yep. Don't mind the gnomes. There's a dachshund on your left there. Silhouettes. Bunnies have very particular silhouettes, so do squirrels. Yeah, see if she sees this one. Very good. Good girl. Very good. Good. Yeah. Give her a little water break. Oh. That's quite the puppy behavior. Alright, so here's another one. So go ahead and drop the lead. Good. Very good. Something that you'll want to get practice with too, because it's so instinctual for us when there's a situation to hold tighter as opposed to letting go and just walking. So hopefully we'll get some practice with the bike, but if you do get an opportunity when she just starts, you know, pulling, then just go ahead and practice. It'd be good for both her walking behavior too with the good girl. Very good. Like, hold on, I gotta check to make sure there are no squirrels.
She's on the hunt in this neighborhood.
Good girl.
Good girl.
There you go. So the easy walk, kind of like her collar, is good with when you just need to kind of guide her, but it doesn't really do anything to discourage her pulling, whereas the head halter really discourages her pulling. Good girl. Good pee-pee.
Good girl. Good job. afraid to have her meet.
Gotcha. Let's see how he does. Surprised she doesn't go crazy over that stuff over there. It might be too far.
Actually, we go past that all the time and that doesn't bother us. We try.
Oh, okay.
Cats and dogs and gnomes and look at that.
It's a very pretty setup. Yeah, no. There's tortoise too.
Good girl. Good girl. No, she's never been bothered by that one.
Yeah, certainly. Oh. Hi.
Hey! I know! No, just trying to get the dog trained.
Hi.
Oh, we've got a dog trainer. Okay. I know. Now he's got to train me.
She's doing great.
The dog's doing good. I'm harder than the dog.
Good girl.
Okay, we'll talk to you later.
Okay.
Have a good one.
Have a good one. Come on. Good girl. Nobody sees us anymore because we don't walk.
Just the days when the neighbors would actually notice those things. Looking for the birds, maybe.
Sit right in here. He's always looking at us.
Good. There you go. Good girl. Yeah. And that's what I mean. And it's just with the beat, too. It's effective, but almost
Too much.
too much. It's just, like I said, leads me to believe that this isn't the first time she's had that kind of work.
She wants to come over.
She wants to play.
Come over.
Aw. Probably keeps her brother busy, that's for sure.
I'm gonna go get her some water.
Yeah.
Her bowl of water.
Go ahead and take a break and too excited. Yep, there you go. Yep. Good girl. There you go. Very good. There you go. Good girl. There you
She's been riding with you.
go. Yeah, she's ready to go with you. I'll send you a link to something that you can attach her to the bike with. It's like a stiff bar, so that way she can't cross.
Oh, right.
But he'd have to be pretty good at bike riding too. Yeah, you can go ahead and start riding up and down a little bit.
See, this is my area. This is where my mom walked. It was a safe area for when I injured myself because anytime anything that triggered, I could turn around and we would just keep talking and walking.
Yeah, it's a good extra space back here. Okay. Okay. So remember, if she starts pulling, good girl. Good girl. Wait. Okay, and then we'll beep. Good. Good girl.
Good girl.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, and that's just the beep. Didn't even do the vibration yet. Well, heaven forbid we actually shock her. So.
Now my son's dog couldn't stand the vibration, but tolerates the shock.
Yeah, all dogs are different. Good girl. Good. Now try to have her look at you again. Almost. Good. There you go. Much better. There you go. Okay. Good. 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 Stay. Good girl. Good. Stay. Very good. Much better. Good girl. So that excitement and everything is still there, but now at least she's developing that self-control. It's a lot for her, that's for sure. But she's doing well. So now this time when he comes by and she starts to freak out, go ahead and walk backwards a little bit so you can kind of get her attention again like we did with that other exercise. So I want to see if you can do it without my help on the lead or the beep. Oh, good girl. There you go. Yes, very good. Perfect. Good. Very good. Yeah, sure.
Brad, go a little faster. Go a little faster. He can't hear.
Oh.
Go a little faster.
Good. There you go. Very good.
Good girl.
Good.
Good girl.
And I didn't beep or anything. That was all just you guys.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yep.
Oh, no. Cici, come.
Good. There.
Girl.
I helped you out with a beep there too.
Okay, good. Good.
Very good.
Good girl, sweet girl. I miss you so much.
She's doing great.
Good girl. Good girl. So you can get me something like this?
Yep.
Okay, great. Because that worked really good. Okay, we're good, Brad.
Let's go ahead and let her go up to him while he's riding down this way. And you'll see what she does. Go ahead and ride slowly back down this way. We'll let her go to you. So that way you can see what she does when she actually gets near a bike as well in person. So you can go ahead and let go and I'll hold on to the long lead too. No, it just goes nice and slow. There you go, and that's all she does. Good girl. If you're faster, she gets more excited. she might nip at your feet, but she doesn't like full on like attack or anything like that. It's just because she's excited. But it's pretty much her behavior. They said most of it is just the fact that she can't get to it.
Right.
If she can, it's just a little bit of interest and that's it. We'll have them come back in this way. Good girl.
Good girl, down on the bike.
Good girl, Cici. Good girl. She's so excited. Good girl. Very good. Good job. There you go. Good girl. All right. Let's go ahead and give her a little break and some water. Good girl. Do you have any questions or anything?
No. Great.
She's
Oh,
doing
get
great.
You some water. Some treats? Good girl. Mommy got new treats for you. Yes, I did. You want to go get some water? I'll go get her some water. Do you want me to take this part off?
Oh yeah, you can go ahead and take that part off. Thank you.
Okay, let me go to get her some water.
And thank you, Dad, for your help there.
Thank you.
I think she did great.
Could be better.
Oh yeah. She only needed a little bit of help, and like I said, we're on just still the beat too. There's
I
nothing.
think it's just like the initial, wasn't sure what was going on with it.
And it's very effective in kind of getting her unsure of what's going on. And that uncertainty is enough to kind of break her from that fixation, because that's all it is. It's just that excitement.
Good girl.
Oh, good girl.
Now this one, very good.
Just point it out that way.
This dog walks a lot, so I would like to.
See how she does?
Yeah, see how she used to walk this dog a lot.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not getting any part of this.
He knows.
Hey, how are you doing? Hey, how are you doing? We're working on her mouth. Yeah, good girl. There you go. Did you express anything?
Yeah.
You just felt the leaves pressure and turned back around. Good girl.
He's leaving. He doesn't want any
He doesn't
part of
want
this.
he doesn't want anything to do with it.
That's understandable.
He's seen her before, and
Yeah.
Oh.
he just retreats.
Oh. Well, at least now you know you don't have to.
Right.
Yeah, right. Well,
Yeah, it'd be better if they actually got to meet someday and were friends, but you know, some people, especially with that intensity of the barking and everything, are unsure. But now that should hopefully help her out in those engagements.
good girl.
The main thing too is just you'll still have to kind of be her ambassador with meeting new people, and she starts getting excited. Just let them know.
Yeah.
And sometimes they'll be okay, sometimes they won't.
Right.
So all we could do is the best that we can with knowing her. You know, it would be a lot to completely change her personality, just seeing how extremely excited she gets in these situations without like traumatizing her
Yeah.
or causing any kind of emotional damage. So it's best to just kind of slowly let her learn that self-control and teaching her, you know, that it's rewarding and that we appreciate her not pulling, redirecting, like more so focusing on that end and just trying to completely cut out the excitement part.
Yeah.
Good girl. That's good. Didn't
Okay.
even need to teach her.
I think I'm gonna have to
Oh, yeah.
sign some papers.
Aw. I'll let you guys say goodbye to her.
All right.
Yeah, yeah, hit the road.
Hit the road.
It'll
we
be
know.
Oscar's turn next.
Oh yeah. we can
Thanks
do
for
it.
having us over.
Oh, thank you so much for coming. We really
Oh,
appreciate it.
my
That was
pleasure.
good.
Go back up to your place now?
Yep.
See, he's
Back up.
gonna